Fresh Threads is one of our refuge services here at St. Francis House. It is actually the largest clothing distributor to folks experiencing homelessness and poverty in the Boston area. We provide clothing up to 7 days a week to almost 250 guests that walk through our door every single week. I think what makes Fresh Threads unique is that we really try to incorporate the element of choice into the work that we're doing. So we're not necessarily just providing emergency clothing, that's a piece of what we do, but we also have that one-on-one shopping experience. So somebody can come in, make an appointment, and actually choose the items that they're going to walk away with. And it can be a whole complete outfit, head to toe, which really can be quite transformative for our guests. So volunteers are an asset, and they're a huge part of what makes Fresh Threads the wonderful program that it is. We have quite a robust volunteer program, and it's core to our mission at St. Francis House. You know, people who are walking through our door recognize that it's not just staff that are here to serve them. It's people who are here, you know, giving up their time, you know, on their own free will, and really dedicated to our mission and serving the guests. There are volunteer opportunities kind of in the background of Fresh Threads, which is, you know, organizing our inventory, which is it's a significant undertaking. The quantity is, you know, obviously an important piece of it, but the quality is really important to us. And our volunteers help us organize everything by size. Everything is color-coded in our distribution room, so that when somebody does come into Fresh Threads and they, you know, again, that element of choice, they're trying to decide between things, you know, we can actually bring out different options for them and show them, you know, we have this in your size or this, and it really, it's a really unique experience. Again, that's really meaningful to our guests because they're very aware of the fact that our volunteers are here because they want to help. You know, our staff are extremely dedicated and have really good rapport and connection with our guests, but our volunteers, you know, bring a different energy and a different feel for the individuals that we're serving in Fresh Threads. You know, for our guests who are experiencing homelessness and who are living in poverty, you know, what you're wearing is ultimately kind of sometimes a reflection of what's going on with you. And we want our guests to be able to say, you know, regardless of the circumstances that I'm in, I can, you know, have this confidence, I can feel good about myself. And maybe that will, you know, prompt a next step, or, you know, getting connected with further services. It's really not just about the clothing, it's about the engagement, it's about the connection. And then bringing, you know, the guests, matching them with all of the other services we can provide here. You know, clothing is a representation of, you know, how somebody is feeling, how they're doing. It is something that's very personal to each individual. How you dress, you know, is it's meaningful. And for our guests who often don't have a choice in a lot of things in their lives, to be able to come in and choose, you know, a new outfit that they can walk away with, have a meaningful interaction with somebody who's paying attention to just them in that moment, who's taking a minute to say, hey, how are you feeling today? What's going on with you? You know, and maybe that leads to a further conversation about, well, we have all these other services we can offer you here at St. Francis House. We have case management, we have clinicians, we can provide therapy, we do housing work, you know, substance use, treatment, you know, all of those things. And that all stems just from that one interaction around clothing. So it's really a catalyst in a lot of ways. It's what drives people through the door to St. Francis House is Fresh Threads. And it allows us to connect with people on a different level and bring them really into, you know, our ultimate goal is to bring them into the pathway to stability.